Well, who out there likes to have fun? And who likes money? Let's change that to who loves money. Awesome. And who can have some more adventure in their life? Who welcomes that? Woo! Awesome. Well, it seems like a lifetime ago, I was a lonely, bored, depressed, single mom. And I was able to move to like fun, adventure, energy-giving relationships. And I'm here today to share how I did that. Who wants to know how I did that? Awesome. So just before I get started, I think you guys already gathered that my topic is about the S word. Sex! Yes. So, I treat everybody like they're my best friends, and like Taria, we get along because she's authentic. You know, I just lay it all out there. You like me, you don't like me, it's okay. I still love you. So, my name is Sonia Garcia, and I'm a dating coach for single moms. And like I said, I'm really a stand for them to go from stressed and frustrated and bored and lonely to really living a life that is fulfilling all their desires. So let's give it up for those single moms. Woo! I believe in freedom. Life is a choice, right? And I believe that this life's meant to be enjoyable, right? We're supposed to have fun here. So let me tell you a little bit about myself, if that's okay. Right now, life is amazing. I have a wonderful family, multiple streams of income, wonderful support system, but it wasn't always that way. Since I was a little girl, I was very curious about sex, and I really went all in, if you want to say that. But when I got to college, I had an unplanned pregnancy. And it shook me. It really shook me. I was devastated. I was like one more year of college to go. And more than anything, it was hard to really face my family once they gifted me with so much education and so much love. And it was a lot of years where I was depressed and struggling. I really believed that I didn't deserve to be loved or be happy because I felt like I was being punished for liking sex, and that was my punishment. So my dad invited me to a transformational training when I was just right after my son was born, and it took a lot of work. It's been 20 years now since then. My son's 20 now. He's amazing. And but consistently working, always going for what's next, always saying yes to improving myself. Just a few years ago, I was at a birthday with my closest friends, a group of beautiful women, and for whatever reason, I was sharing the most authentic I can share, and about sex. I love to have these adventures. I meet these great people, and I'm very fulfilled in that side of my life. But up until then, I really held it as secret. I just like a separate part of my life. And these women, they embraced me. They were like, yes, almost like in my sharing, it gave them freedom to say, yes, I like that too. Yes, I want to live that life too. Either I have or I want that too. So then it was so freeing for me. It was so like such a space of love and acceptance that I wanted to provide that for others. So enough about me. Let's talk about how this is a money conference, and I love money, even though I'm a dating coach. I want to show you how you can have more leads, how you can have better sales, how you can attract the clients that you want, right? We want to work just like, just like we were just talking about right now. We want to work with people that we like, right? And so what better way to do that is when we're in like really shining. So I want you guys all to take 30 seconds to think, either in your mind, imagined or made up, or a real event that happened where you were in a physical relationship with somebody for one moment, like one experience. And you can close your eyes, you can leave your eyes open, bring it to mind. And experience again that connection, that intimacy, that love possibly that was there, the time that you spent together. And then how you felt right after you've experienced that connection, that fun, that creativity, whatever that was for you. Okay, because usually if it was a great experience and it was, you connected and everything, you usually take that, even scientifically, hormonally, oxytocin, adrenaline, cortisol, there's a whole aspect of science now called sexual health. It's actually very healthy to be active in your sex life. Again, with a partner, without a partner, like we have these wonderful toys here today. Use them with a partner, without a partner. But to be in this energy, to move those hormones, to move those fluids through your body, it just creates energy. It creates magneticism. So I'm going to talk about cha, kind of like chow. The first one is connection. So when you're in this energy, you're looking to connect with people. And you want to, you like, it's easy because, so sometimes we don't connect with clients or sales or like approach people because we're afraid of rejection. But when you're in that space of just having had sex, you've already won. You're just like, I'm on top of the world. Like, so if somebody tells me no, like I have all these happy hormones going through me, right? You're more likely to step out in confidence and be confident when you're approaching people because you're less attached to the results. You're vibing high and you're a little bit less self-conscious because you've already been filled your cup with all that love and with all that acceptance or, that connection with somebody. And then the second one is happiness. When we're happy, who doesn't want to be around people that are happy, right? Then you just like attract people when you're just happy. That smile, we remember that person. We're like, oh, they always had a smile on their face, right? They're always, when my friends talk to me like, what are you up to now? I'm like, I'm going to do this and I'm going over here because I'm happy and people are attracted to that, which brings me to the last one, which is attraction. And I kind of hinted at it. There's this magneticism that comes when you're in this energy, right? And you seem to attract the right people, the right time, the right place. You're walking around like walking on clouds, all those love songs. I remember when you really experienced this, I remember when I was married briefly, and I was like, wow, those love songs, they're really true, right? And to imagine, to be able to listen to those love songs and really experience that experience fully and walk around like that. And I remember when people would see us together and see the magnetism between us, they would say, wow, the love between you is palpable. It fills the room. And in that love, just as Tawana spoke today, it could be with yourself. You can love yourself so much and radiate. It's definitely for everybody. This message is for everybody because with a partner, without a partner, you can be vibing high, be happy on life. And when you're in this space also, there's this gratitude for the happiness, gratitude for the joy, gratitude for these high vibrations. And clients will come, money will come, sales will be easy, and there'll be also the happy people. We want happy people to work with. The ones that love life, the ones, we don't want, I won't even say what we don't want. We want the excited about life, who have connection, love, and are willing to be intimate and be willing to work. So I want to speak about one of my clients. She was married for a long time, and she became divorced. And she had 2 grown children, and she worked a lot. She helped her mom with her business. She raised her kids. She also raised her husband's family. And so, when she divorced, she just kept on working because that's what she knew to do. But then we started after that birthday party and I got free, I said, hey, she started to let me check that out. Let me start building relationships, putting myself out there, not being ashamed or having any guilt about having fun. And she's a real estate agent, and she just has so much business now. She's prioritized herself, and she's creating amazing results in her business. And she just kind of walks around happy and trusting that everything works out, and it does. It works out amazing for her. That being said, I'm going to share with you guys at the end a link. It's called realestate.thechangequeen.com. That's my company name, thechangequeen.com. And I say real estate because I like to compare how finding a dating partner can be like real estate, finding perfect real estate. Who here is has fun looking at houses and stuff, you know? You just kind of let your mind go, let your mind follow. So I'll share a few of those with you guys right now. What's the one thing that they say about real estate? What's the most important thing? Starts with an L. Location, location, location. So when you're dating, it's important to know what your location boundaries are. What area are you looking for? Is it important that they live within 5 minutes? Is it okay if it's a long distance relationship? Location is going to be super important. You got to really know whether or not you're the type of person who wants to see somebody breakfast, lunch, and dinner when you're dating, or you just really need some space. So location, location, location. The next thing is your return on investment, right? You definitely want to know what demographic you're, is it important that they're also schooled? Or did they go to college? Did they not? Do they have a 9-to-5 job? Are they an entrepreneur? You want to know this, and because you also want to know what you're bringing, right? I think a big topic is who's going to pay for dinner? I won't talk more about food because I know we're hungry, but you definitely want to know, what I put in, am I going to get out? If I'm going to put my time and my energy, are they also reciprocating and taking my needs and wants into account, so that you have this nice synergy. Click on realestate.thechangequeen.com to hear the other three. And I also want to share my next program is the Dating with Intention. And so it's going to be a 90-day program. We're starting in August, and we're going to work on becoming aware of our patterns, right? And when I said earlier, I believe life is a choice. I believe we're creating everything that we have in front of us, right? So in that space, you stand in power, because I'm no longer saying, oh, poor me, I always attract losers. There's no power in that at all. We want to be in a place of oh wow, why do I always attract losers? What can I do from here to change that? So the first part is definitely to get conscious about what you're creating in your life. And then after, you want to see those patterns and then kind of backtrack to where they may have started. Start clearing the energy, because we trap energy in our body or in our emotions, and we end up creating something and repeat that there was something that happened, possibly an event or a thought or a belief that was created, usually when you're younger. Sometimes we don't even remember. So this is important, because we're just I'm always creating this. I know I want it to change, but it just never changes. How do I do that? I know I want to release some weight. I know I want to eat better. I know I want to date this certain type of person, but I just never attract that person. So sometimes in our subconscious mind, there's something that is running stuff. So it's important to get support or work on clearing that past energy. And then only when and after you've cleared that past energy, then you have a blank canvas to dream, right? We try to dream from over here. We're just losers and whatever, but I want this amazing guy who brings me gifts and gives me compliments and everything, but we're still over here with our baggage. But once we clear that baggage, then you can come over here and be oh, I want a guy who's gonna bring me gifts and affirm me, and we're gonna go on these great adventures. But this is from a place where you're no longer gonna attract what you didn't want before. So it's important to clear all that stuff out. And then you can do stuff I love dream boards. I'm a big fan of dream boards. I really believe it. That's how I attracted my husband. I'm going to end with that story because it's just really powerful. Talk about magnetic attraction. I met him when we were teenagers, He was a little bit older than me, so we weren't able to be together then. But we crossed paths when we were adults then, and we eloped like a week after. And we didn't even tell our family because we knew that they would try to talk us out of it, but we were just so connected and so intertwined and so like we just walking on clouds, like I said. I remember one time before we eloped, we were driving and it was raining and we saw like a lightning hit really close to the car and we just looked at each other like, we almost got hit by lightning, you know. So I was like, we always thought everything was a sign. And unfortunately, he was ill, and he passed away just a little over a year after we got married. So, I share this because this is an example of a heartbreak that had impacted my future relationships, right? It was so intense and it was so beautiful and it was so loving that I felt like, how am I ever going to create that again? But I definitely want to leave everybody here with the story that you can create that over and over and over again in your life, moment by moment by moment.